Good Friday morning. It's Crystal City or Homestead. So, we're going to can today. If you guys live near Kroger, they have boneless chicken breasts. They have the thighs, whatever. It's Tyson, and it's buy two, get two free. So I was looking at stuff yesterday because I wanted to get vegetables to munch on. And I seen that special, and I'm like, I found a new recipe. So I wanted to try it. It's called chicken shawarma in a jar. I love chicken shawarma. So do my kids. So does Tom. So I thought, you know what? Maybe this could be an early making something for Christmas. Well, if it makes it that far. So now, this one, it's pretty simple. The difference is normally how you would just can your chicken and then it comes out all clobbed up. They want you to cook it a little bit. I'm not going to cook it as long as it says to do because you're not adding any broth or anything, so I want a lot of natural juice in there. So it calls for altogether 9.5 pounds of chicken, and I think I have close to 11. I know Tom asked me what I bought yesterday, and I told him, and he's like, are you going to make blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, no. I bought it for a canning recipe. He goes, oh, we haven't had that in a long time, he says. So, actually, I took some breast out of the freezer this morning, and we're going to take a break from canning good stuff because I'm going to give him something that he wants, because when he seen what I bought, he was like, are you making that? So, we're going to give him what he wants tonight. How's that? It says to do these in about 2-inch pieces. There, you got a piece of fat on my stove. I'm going to cook all of the thighs first, and as I'm going along, any of that real fatty stuff like that, I'm going to take off. I know it is good for the broth inside and whatever, but ugh, I just don't like all that fat. And basically, you're just going to fry it. Like I said, they say 2 minutes on each side, but I'm going to do, you know, just basically so it's not browning it per se, but you know what I mean. Because I want as much natural juice to come out as it can. And I've got a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of my pan. I don't know if I've got a big enough bowl out. Might not. If I don't, I can always get a second bowl out. No big deal. Or a bigger one. I got my big daddies in the spare bedroom, so. And by the way, yes, my hands are clean. All those good things. Alright. So let me get this chicken going, and then I'll come back and we'll get to the next step. I tell you, I might have to get out my Big Daddy pot just to mix everything together. So this is what I did with the thighs. They're not all the way cooked through by any means. I got my first package of breast over there cooking, and I'm cutting up the second package now. You want to get them all cooked, get them all put into a bowl, and let them cool. So you want it to cool so that you can handle it, you know, with your hands and everything to mix everything together. So let me get that cooked up. I might have to go get that great big huge pan. I didn't want to have to do that, but I might have to. And then we'll get our spice mix and everything mixed together, and we're going to can us up some shawarma. So I thought while I was waiting for this last batch to finish cooking, we'd put together our spices. So that way I can get all the spices off the counter and make some room for canning. So, alright, so first thing we're going to do is 2 tablespoons of ground, oh wait, let me get to where go in order here so I don't mess up. 2 tablespoons of ground cumin. Alright, so we got 2 tablespoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, one tablespoon, I'm sorry. No, 2 tablespoons. Good thing I checked my own work here. Turmeric is used in most of your Middle Eastern recipes, so. Now, I actually had to have my son bring this over because I don't have any, and I've never tasted it, so hopefully it's good. We need 2 tablespoons of ground coriander. After taking this much of it, I might have to buy the kid more of it. Alright, put the lid back on. Just because I leave the lids off don't mean they do. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. This already smells really good, you guys. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Then we need 2 teaspoons of paprika. Alrighty. Then we need something I'm not putting in, a teaspoon of cloves. Honestly, you guys, I don't know what it is about cloves. I don't like it. I don't like the smell of it. Nothing. I think it's because when I was a kid, my mom used to put that cloves in the ham, and ever since, I just can't even stand the smell of it. I do have it, but I just don't use it. Now, it says 1 to 3 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. Now, you know me and Tom are not spicy people, but I am going to add 1 teaspoon to it. And then it also says, this is optional, but 1 teaspoon of salt. And the reason I'm going to go ahead and add the salt is because a lot of times the salt releases the flavor of all the other stuff. So on that, I'm not going to, you know what I mean, not do it, because I think that'll add to the taste. Let's get all this mixed up together. I'm hoping to squeeze all that in that bowl, because I really don't want to bring the Big Daddy out here. Oh my gosh. It smells amazing. So, I'm going to let all this chicken cool, because that's what it says to do. And I'll get set up for mixing and then canning. So I'll be back. Okay, so now the chicken is completely cooled down, and I do have the meat mixed together between the white and the dark meat. And I'm going to give another stir to our spices here. And I'm going to sprinkle that over the chicken. And then, because I want it mixed in really good, I am going to use my hands so that we can try to get every piece of that chicken covered in spice. Because we don't want some that's covered and some that's not. My hands, I just re-washed them again before I did this, so make sure your hands are nice and clean before you start mixing your chicken. Oh my gosh, you guys, this stuff smells so amazing. Let's make sure we get that chicken on the bottom there. Oh. You guys. Floor 1. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. So now it says to leave a generous 1-inch headspace. So I would imagine just below the 1 inch. We'll see what's the easiest way to fill these. And it says no liquid to add. I've read it and read it and read it, and it's not saying to add any liquid at all. I'm hoping that it actually generates enough liquid that, you know, it can be nice and juicy and all that good stuff. I'm going to put this one piece in that fell out. Alright, so now you want to do the same thing as you normally do. You want to wash your rims. And I am using the Superb lids again. I really do like those. And we're going to put a lid on it. And we're going to do that fingertip tight. I almost wonder if it wouldn't have been easier to use a measuring cup to fill it, but we'll see. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. Pretty excited about it. It says it'll make 6 quarts. I have 7 out just in case that are nice and clean. Or, you know, if there's less, then there's less. And if you notice, I'm pushing it down a little bit because I want it to be nice and full. Because you want it to be a full meal, you know what I mean? You don't want to... I mean, you're going to add other stuff, but... And there's no way to really debubble this because it is, you know, no liquid, no nothing in there. It'll make its own liquid. It will do that. I'm just hoping that it makes a lot of liquid, being that it's, you know, already been somewhat cooked. Alright, so let me get these filled up, and then I'll come right back. So it did say you'd get 6. I only got 5. My jars are pretty full. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know. But 5 quarts, and I got, let's see, I think I paid $13.48 for all the chicken. So that's really not bad for a meal. And so I got all 5 in there. Now I'm waiting for the vent pipe to steam. Once it does a constant steam, then I'll set a timer for 10 minutes. And you've got to make sure you go through that process. Let it vent for the full 10 minutes. So in the meantime, this is one thing I like about canning. I'm going to sit here and prep the vegetables that I bought yesterday for myself to munch on. So I'll be back when that starts venting, and we'll go to the next step. Alright, so I got all my veggies prepped, made a salad for lunch, and I'm going to eat that as soon as I get this done. So now, it's been 10 minutes. We want to put our jiggler on there. And what you're looking for is you want it to go... Once it does that, you can turn your heat down a little bit to regulate it. With mine, it's like half, and then it'll be regulated properly. And time it for 90 minutes because it is quarts and it is meat. So I'll be back when they're done, and let's hope this succeeds. Well, there we go. I was hoping to, you know, do more liquid than that, but that'll be alright. It says to prepare it, make sure that you put it in the oven so it crisps up a little bit. But they've all sealed, and they're beautiful. And I'll post a Superb lid link below, so give that a look too. So thanks for coming along with me. You guys have a blessed day, be a blessing, and I'll see you at supper.